Hello YouTube, this is Bogra here. We got our survivor generator out there. I already start crowing up some of the stuff to make our beginning base stuff. I actually started recording this a while ago and realized I forgot my timer. So I would have no way of knowing how long I made this episode for you guys. However, I have it now. It is started. So we are on a whole new series, and why is that? The reason is because there's been some updates to Empyrion. Some pretty important updates. Where did I start drilling a while ago? I started drilling a while ago. Now I gotta figure out where my hole is. There it is. Wow. So there have been some updates to Empyrion that just made it more beneficial to start recording. Yeah, I started making this hole and for some reason I made it going down. I don't know why. We'll have to fill that in. Alright. Are we now level? The biggest update being that we have warp drives now. Yeah, I'm gonna have to fill all of that in. That sucks. Oh well. We have warp drives. So it used to be a solar system with a small ship you could pretty much get between the planets with no problem. However, you now will have to use a warp drive to get there. Alright, I think this is deep enough. We'll have our base right here. What did I do? I don't know what I'm doing with this hole, guys. If you guys can hear that, that's my cat. There we go. For some reason, the hole filled in on itself. Alright, that's straight enough, I guess. Alright, so you have to use warp drives to get between planets. Along with that, there's new enemies. They added like 4 new enemies in, some new POIs, and basically they did a lot of stuff to this game. A lot. And so I wanted to be able to take advantage of everything. Since I was only 1 episode in, it seemed like it wasn't really that difficult, that much of a pain in order to just restart the series so we can take advantage of this. So, what does it mean for us? Well, there are a couple of things this means. The first being that, and we are going to do mostly base building, that way I can have time to kind of just talk to you guys and let you know what to expect. Let's reload that sucker. It means now space stations are completely and utterly useless. Yeah, seriously. They're pretty much useless now. That's just how it is, because if you're going to have to warp the planets, then you're not really going to want to build a space station that you're just going to leave. And considering you have to have some kind of base on the ground, you can't just go straight to space by fixing up a small vessel. It makes it even, or by fixing up your escape craft, it makes it even more important that you have a base. So, sad to say, but space bases are pretty much going to be a thing of the past right now for most people playing the game. I mean, if you build them, it's going to be strictly for coolness sake, pretty much. And at this point, even then, it'll be hard to justify using resources to build it. It really will. So, we're going to mine this out. But, we are going to aim to build a capital ship now. And I can show you this. If you look at the map, if you look at the map, it shows this. So, there's a trading post. That's interesting. I'm wondering what that's going to be about. You got an alien outpost, it looks like. The trading post is going to be by Ningus. The outpost is going to be by Astius. You do also have asteroid fields around some of the planets. And They added in three new roles: Alias, Silkus, and Astus. That one's new. So there are a lot of new roles. As you can see, they kept Oberkron and Akua. Ningus is kept, but all these others I think are new ones. I think. So, mode player versus enemy, difficulty 2 stuff, and I don't know if you have a star map or not, but it'll be pretty cool if you do. I don't know, I haven't been to space since the last update before this, so I don't know if they added it in. Now we got a pretty good spot here. We got some promethium, 2 cobalt deposits, magnesium, and iron deposits. Copper deposits. The only thing we don't have. Come on, pick it up, guy. The only thing we don't have is an iron deposit, but I can live with that. Alright, so I wanted to put kind of the base starting in the tunnel back here because I don't want stray shots to be able to shoot at my shit. And so this should do it. Now it was a kind of a pain in the ass to build inside of a rock, inside of a mountain like this, but it's going to be a lot safer and it's going to be cheaper on as far as building stuff goes. Alright, so we want to get this down a little bit. We're going to do it like this. Okay, so yeah, space bases are useless. I wasn't going to build one to begin, but now, oh, the other thing that changed about capital ships is am I in the right thing? The other thing that's changed about capital ships is that you can land them now. Apparently, one of the changes they made is you can land them on the Earth, which means you can also dock your hover vehicles in them. Now you gotta build them in space, but that means you can have like pain in the ass to do this. But after you get this first room down, you don't have to do it again. But what was I saying? But once you do, you can land them on a planet, and you could, for example, if you really do like the hover vessels a lot, well, you can oh, it looks like we about got an area planned out. Ah! Stop going at. You can pretty much dock. You can dock the. God damn it! Or excuse me for the language. You can. Well, you can dock a hover vessel in it and have it to take out in another world. So once you get done with the world, you can pretty much take your hover and sky vessels and just take them both along with you. So if hover and sky vessels are your thing, well, you gotta at least use one of them. But if you still do like hover vessels, and you create a really cool design rather than just leaving it on a planet, you can just take that bad boy with you to the next planet. And that's pretty neat to me, that you can do that. Because I actually like hover vessels. I just like the idea of them, how they look. Actually having to build them. Now, I hope they make them more practical in the future so that there's more of a reason to build them. Right now, I have to be honest and say, there's not a huge reason to build them. To be honest with you. Because sky vessels, when it comes down to it, are so much more practical. Alright. Very, very touchy thing right here. I have not got the hang of this fully. Alright, let's see. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Had to concentrate for a minute. So, yeah, there's and I'll actually show you right quick. We'll go into it. If we look at captive vessel, a couple of new items we have. First of all, you have landing struts. So you have landing struts for it, light and heavy. Alright, and then if we go up here, warp drive, level 15. Yes, you have a warp drive. That's what I'm talking about. You also have this fridge, T2. I think it's just a bigger fridge. So you do have it. Now let's see how close we are. I think it just... Does it just need to be bigger? Alright, it does. Alright, so we're gonna have to knock down some of the top here. I already knew we were gonna make it bigger, but I was hoping I could get it in before we had to, but it looks like it's not. We'll have to go in a second and check and see where our stuff is at in the craft as far as being done. Now I made a whole bunch of drilling charges before starting the recording, so we got plenty of drilling, and I took all the promethium and made it up too. Alright, so we need to make this sucker bigger. Right now I'm only worried about getting it just big enough to fit in the base. And then we'll worry about the rest of it afterwards. Oh, I'll have to get food soon. Now the good thing is there's not a huge rush to get your food processor down, because the little survivalist constructor can actually fit it. Can actually make food, I mean. So we can make some food, and we can just, you know, kill an animal when we need food, and then cook him up and kind of go with that for now. Alright, let's see something. Is that going to be big enough for it? Alright, so if we take out this back corner, that's 2 drilling charges. This is the only bad thing about building in rock like this. But the other little outposts we make on the other rolls won't be as bad, because we'll have resources to defend them better. So we'll be able to just go above ground for them. Probably go into water for most of them, maybe, because that doesn't require us to do all of this. Alright, let's check it. Okay, I think it's almost there. We just need to mine out maybe a little more of this back one. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and even up this land. Ah, I hate it when it does that. There we go. Because these little spikes, the flattener won't get rid of them, it seems. No. Yeah, I want to pick these up. I do like trying to keep rock, because crushed stone is used for some things. And I don't like having to specifically mine out rock. So with this thing, I definitely recommend short burst for the most part. Ah. Okay, let's start working back here. Hey guys, sorry, I know this is boring, but it's a necessary part. I don't plan on doing a whole lot of building on camera, to be honest with you, unless you guys like that stuff. I'm hoping maybe you learn something from my attempts to use the filler flattener tool. It's just these kind of pieces pop up here, and I don't know how to keep it doing that completely. So this was mostly straight, and I started fucking with it some more. And it really isn't straight anymore. Alright, let's try this again. Alright, so go with that. You see? And that just does it around it. Or maybe that's why I gotta do around it. Ah. Gotta figure out which side is causing it. Or I just gotta mine it down. Alright, still gotta get this, so. Let's bring this up. I still haven't got the light in my room fixed. So sometimes I can't see which key I'm hitting. So we are going to have some more action-packed episodes later, guys, but right now this is like I have to get a base started to get anything started in here. So how close are we to... where's that sit? There. Is that even close? Oh, wait. Bam! We get it! I don't think that was perfectly straight, but we get it. So we didn't need that back there right then. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to make a tunnel going out of here using these. Alright, and then we'll just have this going straight down. We'll see where it ends up. Yeah, because sometimes it's hard to tell whether this stuff's going at an angle or not. So as you see, my original one went at an angle. So is this the way I want it? Yeah. So we can just mine straight out this way. And then take that off. Alright, then we'll put some more blocks down. So it's going to be a pain in the ass. So guys, I'm going to do this. After I do, I will be right back. And we will start actually putting stuff in our base. Alright. See you in a minute. Alright, we are back. So I've got this put up out here. We're probably going to put some sloping blocks on this side. Alright, so we're going to come in. We're going to put a little wall right here. And that's going to protect the core. Well, actually, the wall's probably going to go more back there, and that's going to protect the core. And then we got this over here mined out. Yeah, so let's go ahead. place these blocks. Now I had to do some more mining to make it high enough and all. But this right here will start us out. So you see, we got some stone coming in over. We will take care of that momentarily. Alright, this place is gonna need some fixing up. Let's see, we can get rid of this. Knock this out. We can keep it from encroaching on it. There we go. Take out this. Alright, so we are hitting the stuff, but we can repair that later. Alrighty, so now we can do it. Back here. We're gonna go here. I probably will eventually go one more over with this. And in just a second, I'll kind of, we'll kind of go over what we're gonna look for a base and what I have in plan for the layout. First of all, we're probably not gonna have a lot of walls. I'm not planning on it. I'm planning on trying to do this with using as little resources as possible, but still trying to make something that looks, you know, halfway decent. Alright, let's go ahead and clear back some of this. Ah! Come on. Alright, we'll clear this off. And we just have a bunch of loose stones laying around. You saw I covered some of them up. Let's just pick them up. Oh, we still got some. We may just have to go up under here at some point, but this will be fine for now. Okay, whew. So I filled in this side, that hole we had going up I filled in. And I'll probably take and fill in some more of that at some point so it's up even. So what we get is this side is going to be where we put all of our power and stuff. Then we're going to have another room on the back for our farm. And then this side over here, we're going to have a room that's going to be the bay for a hover vessel and our regular ship and stuff. That's kind of what I'm thinking. So we should have... Do we have it? The stuff made? Okay, so we did get the large constructor made. We got a fuel tank made. But we did not get this made because of computers. What happened? What did the computers make? Oh, we only made 2? Did we only make 2 computers? I think we only made 2. Yeah, we only made 2. So we all gonna need 3 more electronics. That's fine. 1, 2. What else are we missing? That's it. Okay, in just a few minutes, guys, we're going to watch this constructor for a second, and we will have everything we need to get the space powered up. Which means I'm going to go ahead and take all of this stuff out of here. Because if I was a bot and I was looking for something to attack, and the guy had a constructor with a lot of expensive stuff in there, I would definitely go for this first. Alright, so after I put this up, we're going to cut the video off there. And that'll be the episode. So just 1 second. We can go ahead and put this stuff over here. Oh. So fuel. Put you there. Where'd our constructor go? Constructor can go down here, and generator can go down there. Now, I don't think you can make those generators. Our constructors are small. Now, it is dark, don't we? We all gonna... We just say stuff like... I sound reflected. But, we are... Let's see, we'll put that there. What was I about to say? I was about to say something, but I can't remember what. Oh, shoot. My game is trying to freeze up on me. There we go. Good job, game. Let's flip that around. And sits. How do we want this facing? There we go. Okay, so I am gonna have to enlarge these rooms. I forgot how much space all this stuff takes. So where'd our fuel packs go? Do you guys see them? There they are. And let's turn this puppy on. Which is, I think, you? Which one is it? I thought it was P. Okay, either way. We've got it on. We have power to everything. Yeah, so we have it on. Docking pad. So these are the docking pads I think we had to use to put vessels. I use like your small, yeah, to capital ships. That's cool. We got our food processor here. Some automatic doors. I want to look at all what I can create right quick. We got these silicone anodium. So, before we get off, we're gonna go into our tech tree. Alrighty, so we definitely want a fridge. We're not going to do the oxygen station for now. We are going to do the turret. Alrighty, so that's all we want for the base right now. So let's look at hover vessel. And there's the warning, unlock. Actually, let's look at weapons first. And then while we're at it, we're going to go ahead and create this bad boy. So we need 5 medical... Oh yeah, that's fine, I guess. Alright, so we're going to put all of this stuff in here. Actually, we're putting everything in here. We'll make a storage thing later for it. So what are we lacking? 5 metal components. Metal component? Nope. And 1 electronic. Alright, so metal components. Where they at? Where's metal components at? There they are. 2 sits, 1 electronic. Where's that? Where's the weapons? Alright, that allows us to create the weapons. Which one does it take? 6.8 millimeter, which is this, so all we need is metal pieces. Let's go ahead and create some of those. Where you at, metal pieces? So 1, 2, or 2, 4. We do 5, and then that should allow us to create 10. 6.8, right? Yeah. Okay. Wow, it's really dark. One of the first things I'm gonna do is make some lights, but let's go ahead and look at what else we may want. Let's look at hover vessel. We got cockpit. We don't care about the docking pad. You actually have landing gear for a hover vessel. We do need this. We are not worried about a constructor. We want the fuel tank. We're not worried about the oxygen tank. We're not worried about the Gatling gun. We need the RCS. We need a thruster. We need a hover thingy. Alright, so that should allow us... What about the... Yeah, so that allow us to create everything we need for the hover vessel. We want to go ahead and get a move and repair kit, a filler flattener. We'll unlock that. Oh, cargo bots. So let's unlock the cargo bots. It leaves us with 5 left. Is there anything on a base we need to get right now? No. Deco blocks. Not really big for deco blocks. Alright, so that's everything we want right now. Yeah. Alright guys, so I'm gonna leave it at that. Pretty soon we'll have a drone attack come in, and we'll deal with that next. We're gonna hit that Prometheum deposit, make this base a little more defendable. I'll probably go ahead and get that whole Prometheum deposit, and then while the hover vessel parts are making. But thanks for watching, guys. If you like what you see, please like, subscribe, leave any comments or feedback you want. This has been half an hour long. We're gonna keep the other videos under that. I may do a little jump cutting to cut some stuff out that wasn't needed, but we'll see. But thanks, guys, and deuces.